Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again. And today I'm going to be doing my battery drain test between the Poco F1, the Mi A2, and the Honor Play. Let's get started right here. And these three phones are plugged in right now. I was just making sure here, as you can see, that the phones are ready to go. All three phones have been charged for a while. They're running on the same Wi-Fi network. And a special new addition to this test is this, my light meter that I'm going to be testing each phone on to make sure it's as close as it can be to 200 lux right here. So let's have a look here as I start testing the phones. And you see here, I was testing them as close as possible, give or take 1 or 2 lux, because it's really hard to actually get these exactly to 200. But you see there, all of them are in the 199, 198 to 200 range, just give or take a little bit for each one. So they're as close to 200 lux as I could get them. And this is a level of just accuracy that I've never done on a test like this. So all three phones are ready to go. They're all running on the same Wi-Fi. I have them all ready to go here. So you can see it there, ready to go on the same Wi-Fi. And I'm going to be using my iPhone SE right here for the timer for this awesome battery drain test between these three awesome phones right here. So let's do it. 3, 2, 1, and let's do it. Boom. And you can see there, negligible by a few milliseconds. Unplugged all three phones. They're ready to go. And let's get started. And so the plan here on this video is I'm going to be doing YouTube for a period of time, followed by Spotify, camera tests, Instagram, Asphalt 9, Pocketcasts, and then the battery drain test. You see here, I'm making sure I full screen every video, and I'm going to be doing for 3 hours. That's right, guys, 3 hours of YouTube here on this battery drain test. So let's see how they do in 3 hours. Coming back from 3 hours right here, and look at this. Let's see how we're doing. And the Mi A2 is at 54%, and the Pocophone and Honor Play are both at 72 and 70%. We can see a trend here. These two phones are doing really well, but let's not waste any time and go right into the Spotify playing here. So we're going to play Spotify for 1 hour. That's right. And we're going to keep going. Let's go into this right here. 1 hour later, and now we are at, let's check the results. That is it. Oh, wow. 38% on the Mi A2. Not doing very well. 63% on the Pocophone F1 and 59. Let's check it right here. 59 on the Honor Play. And so that means that these two phones are kind of running away with it here. But let's not waste any time. We're going to go right into the next part of the test here. And that is camera playback on the front-facing camera for 30 minutes. Video playback. Let's see how we do here. This should be a very taxing test for that Snapdragon 660 on the Mi A2. We're 30 minutes in. Let's see how these phones are doing right here. It's been a real rough time here for these phones, and they're getting pretty hot. 23% on the Mi A2, and and they are tied. 51% on both the Pocophone and the Honor Play. And oh man, let's keep going here. We're going Instagram now for just a little under 1 hour right here. I have all the apps set up and ready to go, and we're gonna play for 1 hour here. As you can see, all of them are ready to go. We're playing video for 1 hour here on all three phones, and I think this is going to take the Mi A2 to the very limits here. Let's see how we do after 1 hour. 1 hour in, guys. It's getting serious, and oh my gosh, we are at 9% on the Mi A2. It is near in the death throes, guys, and 43% on the Poco F1. That is awesome. And look at this honor play, though. It's fallen a little back there at 41%. We go straight into Pocketcasts. Podcast playing now for 1 hour, just about, on these phones. Let's see how they do. I don't know if the Mi A2 is going to last, but let's see how it does overall here for the 1 hour test. And I was about right, because 20 minutes later, the Mi A2 is coming to the end of its time. And I had to switch a podcast here and switch into the next podcast, but the Mi A2 is in the final moments of its life here. Let's see how long it'll last. 6 hours and almost 3 minutes here for the Mi A2. It's getting serious, guys. And gosh, what amazing phones all of these phones are. But there's a clear distinction you guys can see there between the Mi A2 and there it goes. It's shutting down, and that is it. And with the final time for the Mi A2 of 6 hours, 3 minutes, and 5 seconds, the Mi A2 has tapped out for this battery drain test. The end. And sorry for all you battery lovers, but obviously you already know the Mi A2 is not going to be your choice if you want longevity for battery life. But here we are with the Pocophone and the Honor Play. They are still chugging along, and we're still only halfway through this podcast test. So let's see where we go when we get to 6.5 hours right here. 6.5 hours, 6 hours and 30 minutes, and we are at 34% for the Pocophone F1 and 30% for the Honor Play. So the Pocophone is starting to pull away right here. The Mi A2 is done. That's right, it did not do well on this test. But let's kind of end the podcast play there, and let's go right into the most intense part of the test, and that's gaming. Asphalt 9 for 1 hour. I can't wait to see this. And here we go, guys. The Asphalt 9 is ready to roll here on the two phones. I'm going to keep running the test over and over here. So let's see, after I've run the test for a little bit of time, how they are doing right here. And we're 10 minutes in here. And as you see, I'm continuing to run this test on these phones, just making sure that I had to sit right next to the phones this time, making sure that these phones were continuing to play Asphalt over and over and over again. And that was the test here for 1 hour. And here we were at 7 hours and 30 minutes. Let's see how they're doing. And this test killed them. Oh, Pocophone at 20%, but the Honor Play at 6%. It's in the final moments. I can't believe it, but we can't waste any time, and we're going to kill these phones off now with the battery drain test. This is Frankie Tech's classic way of killing these phones, and I'm going to go in and I downloaded the battery drain test here at 7.5 hours. And this phone is basically going to use, if you're not familiar with it, it's going to use every single sensor on the phone until death. And it is just a brutal test, and it is a brutal way to kill the phone. But these phones, they gotta go, man. They gotta go. So let's see how they do here, and I'll be testing them in a second. 7 hours and 35 minutes, and the warning is up on the Honor Play. 30 seconds, you're gonna shut down here. What a turn of events. But obviously a smaller battery here on the Honor Play, and any second now I'm testing and waiting for it, and there, let's see it, there it goes. Oh, and the final time for the Honor Play, 7 hours 35 minutes and 37 seconds. That is done, and your Pocophone is your official battery drain winner right here. But it is not dead yet, so let's see where, and that is it. That's right, the Honor Play is done, and we have one competitor left here in this test. Let's see how it ends. 7 hours and 51 minutes, and oh my gosh, it's continuing to go here, but it's getting down into the lower ranges, and oh boy, This is a powerhouse of a phone, but let's see where it goes here because it's not over yet. And here we go. 8 hours. 8 hours for the Pocophone, and what an amazing moment to hit there. Oh boy, we're now at 8 hours and 6 minutes. The Pocophone is now down in the final percentage points here, and at any minute now, I thought, in the next few minutes that this phone was going to get there. You see here 8 hours and 8 minutes. It's still going 8 hours and 9 minutes. And at this point, I was thinking, gosh, what an amazing phone the Pocophone is. Because you look at the Honor Play, it's a nice phone, but build quality wise and battery wise, it's just not it's not the total package. It's a nice phone, but it's not the total package. And I love the Mi A2. I absolutely love the Mi A2, but it's just not comparable to this total package of the Pocophone that in a few moments here was going to kick the bucket. 8 hours and 11 minutes. What a turn of events. We're at 1% here on the Pocophone. Gosh, can this test go any longer? And I was just so impressed. And at this point, just waiting for the moment when this phone would kick the bucket. Let's see when it will happen. And that's it. That was it. 8 hours. And that is it. Past the 8 hour mark. And the final time for the Pocophone. And there it is. The Pocophone has kicked the bucket right there at 8 hours, 11 minutes, and 19 seconds. Unbelievable. That is it, guys, for this test. Thanks so much for watching this awesome battery drain test here. The Pocophone can finally lie down and take a nap for the night. This test was awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you love the content, and stay tuned, guys. And this is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Y'all have a good one.